y'all, it's Emeri here at Homestead Choremanship, and we're back down here at our old barn that we've been fixing up. We haven't been down here for a couple months because we started working on the small house build that we have. It's just across the road. That's where the driveway is from here. So we just finished pouring the concrete pad, the foundation of the house, and it has to cure, and we have to leave it alone for about 3 weeks. So we're gonna continue some work over here at the barn today. We're just getting things cleaned back up and kind of in order because we kind of left it in a mess. So JR's on the skid steer getting some of the weeds whacked down, the tall grass. Bryce just lit a fire. We're getting some things burned. I think we're going to be power washing the barn today, getting it prepped to paint, because we are going to be painting it just to preserve it a little bit. So we'll show you a little bit as the day goes and what we get done. While the boys are cutting the grass, I'm in here and Isaac's actually helping me. We just cleaned out, this was a disaster, our tack room. We had put hay up in the hay loft and it all came through the floor. So we just got all the hay picked up. Then we can get the tools organized. We're gonna clean up just all the little mess everywhere so that it's a little bit easier to work on. So our last video where we left off at the barn down here, we haven't done anything down here since then. So you haven't missed anything at all. We had, I believe the last video we uploaded was finishing up these stalls fronts. Obviously we still have to do doors. They're not complete, but like the structure's there. So that's where we had left off. So we got a lot to clean up today though. So we'll get a few videos as we go. I was wrong. We actually got the well done since that last update video. So when JR's done on the skid steer, I'll have him come over here and explain all that happened. That was quite an exciting event, and we can backtrack some videos and show you guys all of that.
The well is working right now. We were able to get it plugged off with bentonite down in this hole. This hole still needs a ton of work filling it in around the casing. This is the casing, so we got to fill that in. Right now there's no electricity or pump to the well, and you can see we got plenty of power.
So we have never shown them what actually happened though.
So what happened was there's an underground aquifer, an underground river that's pressurized, and when we drilled it, it hit like striking oil and erupted.
This is quite a few weeks back in the day that we got the call to come down and see what had happened.
Oh, wow. Bummer. Holy moly.
Okay, you want me to explain what happened?
Guess so.
Okay, so we have some bad news. Some might say it's good news. I don't know. A well truck was drilling the well and they hit an underground spring. And the spring is erupting up out of the casing and he can't shut it off.
Wow.
So
Look at that.
this is basically flooding the barn lot and barn, and there's no way to shut it off, so I'm going to have to come up with a solution.
Doggone it. I'm thinking, wow, I really sunk. Holy moly. Whoa. That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
Bummer. So it's our Artesian well. So we put it on this side of the barn. If we had put it on that side of the barn, we could have just directed it to the creek. But we have it over here where it crosses in front of the barn, so it's a problem. Look, it flooded all the way back there. Wow. Is the barn flooded, Isaac? So we don't have any ideas yet, do we?
No, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. What a bummer. It's going, it's close to the barn, huh?
I'm surprised it's not inside the barn.
Yeah, I'm sure it will
I
get there. Yeah, there's a little bit.
So I kind of knew this might happen, but I didn't expect it to happen to this amount. The well driller said this is the biggest one he's seen in 30 years. So usually you can just cap them off, and this one's so much pressure he doesn't think we can cap it. I didn't put it on that side because eventually I was thinking about having a septic system over there, and there's minimum offset distances, so I wanted it on this side. But it is what it is now. You know, if I could have had it up there at the front, I could have just put a real pretty creek over to the main creek and raise trout or something. I don't know.
This is what I say. I say we make a little creek right here in front of the barn and just a bridge going across it into the barn. Might be our only option, actually. That's a lot of water coming out.
So since this day, the well has been capped. The well driller, he had to cap it a couple times and actually blew, but the last time has held. So we're hoping and praying that it keeps holding. If the cap happens to keep blowing over the years, we'll have to figure something else out. But for now, everything's stabilized and working well. And kind of, I mean, the well driller, he just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And he just couldn't believe JR didn't share in that excitement. It was the same time frame, though, that we were going through JR's eye injury. So it was just a lot on top of a lot. If you look up the spiritual meaning of an artesian well, though, it's quite beautiful. And I really believe that God is just speaking into our lives. And it's just an example of his never-ending love and abundant grace for us.
So now that the front of the barn is all washed, JR is starting to put the trim up. So there's going to be trim that goes all along the top. And then, of course, on both edges. And then, what's the stuff that goes over the cracks called? And then batten will go over the cracks, which we've had a lot of comments about that if we're going to seal those up. So we are. That's what this pile of boards is for. Okay, I'm heading up to the house to get some stuff done up there. The boys are going to keep working down here, so we'll come back in the morning and see all of the progress. Hopefully they get a lot done.
All right, look what we got done today. We got the rest of the batten boards up, all the way up, and got the trim up, trim around the windows and door.
Looks really
So
good.
it's all, now the next step is I'm gonna power wash all the mold growth and what do you call it? Mushroomy looking growth on the boards from them being stacked. I got to power wash the barn. Then this side is ready for its first coat of paint. Actually, before I paint, I'm going to build the door that goes in front of the hayloft so that I can paint it at the same time. So that's another big job.
Pretty cool. Got trim around the doors, the window, and up top. So the next step, we're going to be power washing the whole barn, like JR said, and then after that, we're going to be painting it. But we're not going to tell you what color we're painting it. So in the comments, you can guess. So here's the front of the barn. We also have to paint the roof. Come over here so you can see it, because it really needs painted. So we're going to make the barn all one color because all the boards mismatch and stuff. So let us know what color you think it's going to end up being.
My guess is it's going to be orange. Like a pumpkin for Halloween.
Maybe it could be green to camouflage into the trees. Okie dokie. See you in the next video.